Want to make some easy money? Well, I've got a tip for you. So, over the next few months, just start saving up a little money. Anytime you've got some extra, just set it aside. And the next time your LCS has a big sale, go and buy a bunch of discounted back issue books and then sell them on eBay or Facebook or Instagram or your platform of choice. Now, most LCSs have at least 2 big sales a year. First of all, you have Black Friday, which is today and why I'm making this video, and then also Free Comic Book Day in May. And depending on the store, you may have another sale here or there. And of course, depending on the store, will depend on how good the sale is. Now, I think my LCS offers a really good sale. They give 50% off of all back issues. And I don't think every LCS does that great of a sale, but probably all of them offer a great big discount on their back issues. And if you're ready to take advantage of that sale, then you can make some quick, easy money. And that's exactly what I did today. So I got to my LCS when the doors opened, which thankfully wasn't until 11. No crazy Black Friday early morning at the comic book store. And when it opened, went inside and just started looking on the wall for books that I knew that I could make at least $15 on with a 50% discount. And I didn't go rushing into the store because I thought there were probably several other people who were going to be doing that. And I knew everybody would be excited about going for the hunt. And even though I wanted to make some money, I didn't want to just be a jerk and just throw all the books in my bag and check them out and leave nothing for anybody. But to my surprise, no one else was going to the wall and buying books off the wall. And I couldn't believe it because, again, this is just such an easy way to make money. And there were lots of people that were there, but they were just going through the regular back issue bins, which there's nothing wrong with that. I eventually did that to myself so that I could add some issues to my personal collection. But first, I wanted to prioritize books that had a real big discount that I could sell really easily on eBay and then make some money. And so I pulled some of those books off, and then again, I didn't want to be a jerk and take them all. And so then I went to the regular back issue bins, like I said, to pick up some from my PC. But then after an hour or so of digging through the bins, I looked over and still no one had been over to the wall or gotten any of the really nice books. And so I went back and I said, hey, the doors have been open for over an hour. If people really wanted to buy these books to sell, then they've had their chance by now. And so I picked up a few more, and there are still some left. And now, whether you're able to save up a lot of money so that you can buy a lot of wall books, or just a little bit so that you can buy maybe 1 or 2, you can still pretty easily double your money. And once again, it just blew my mind that no one else was doing that. And I wonder if that's the case at other LCSs. I'm curious, you tell me, if you went to your LCS on Black Friday, were people really seeming to take advantage of the sales in terms of maybe trying to make money? Or were people just looking to get books for their PC? Now, of course, once again, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to show you some books I got for my PC, but don't neglect the easy money that is there when there's a sale. And so I picked up a lot of books that I'm going to probably make $15 to $30 on. But I want to show you the 2 biggest sets. I was actually a little surprised that the LCS didn't have a ton of valuable books today. They had one that I didn't get because they didn't apply the 50% sale to that, which the store has an X-Men #1. And if they ever put that on 50% sale, then I am going to snatch that up. But I didn't have that, and in fact, it was quite a big drop-off. And so pretty much the next most valuable thing in there was a full set of Predator. And so I think I should be able to make about $50 on this, and with about 15 minutes of effort, because it was just a few seconds to look in this was in a case, look at the case, say, yep, I want that. And it'll take me 5 minutes to list it online, 5 minutes to pack it when somebody buys it, and then 5 minutes to price it. And so like in 15 minutes, we'll make $50 or so. And again, just a very easy way to make money. And I love this set. I already have a Predator 1 and it's a 9.6. I don't think this is quite there. I think it'd get a 9.4 with the press. It could get a 9.6 with the press, but I don't think it's going to get a 9.8. So I will definitely just be selling that set. And the other big one was another dark horse, and this was the Aliens Complete Limited Series. And I actually have issue number 1, but this one is in better condition, and so I'm going to switch them out and then sell again. This is a set, and I think again I'll be able to make $40 to $50 on it. And so $100 with probably about 30 minutes of effort. And that's a pretty good hourly wage if you ask me. Now, I don't know what you guys make, but for me, that's pretty nice money. And again, what I love about it is it's easy money and it's doing something I love. Hunting for comic books and selling comic books and getting these books into someone else's hands. This is one of the reasons I love to sell, because you get books people are looking for into their hands. And so somebody is going to love that Predator set. Someone is going to love this Alien set with my issue number 1 switched in, and I'm going to bring joy. And I get joy from the money that I get that I can then invest in more comics. And so like I said, I did go ahead and look at the back issue bins myself for some books from my own PC, and I'm going to show you some of the ones that I'm most excited about. Now, before we get to those books, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, of course, I'd appreciate it if you consider doing so now. First off, we have Amazing Spider-Man number 305 and Amazing Spider-Man number 310. And if you watch this channel, you know that I'm an Amazing Spider-Man fan, and I'm also a Todd McFarlane fan. And what's super exciting is that I have now completed the Todd McFarlane run of Amazing Spider-Man. Next up, we have What the number 10, which is actually the first appearance of Bart Simpson in comics. And obviously this seems like a pretty random issue for that to happen. And several of you may not even know what the comic book was. And this was basically kind of like Mad Magazine for Marvel Comics. It just was a comedy comic with spoofs and parodies and things like that. And so, of course, in the 90s when this was out, Bart Simpson was a huge deal. And so he makes just a short appearance in here. But it is his first appearance, so a great book to have, especially when I got it for just 50 cents. And it's very timely to get it because you can see this is their Christmas special. So I haven't read this, so I'm actually looking forward to reading that because I also love Christmas, and I'm happy we're in that season now. And so I watch a lot of Christmas movies, cartoons, and now I'm going to read the What the Christmas special. And speaking of Christmas, these next comics that I got, and the last ones I'm going to show to you, are just comics that I got for my kids. And it's a series that I had never heard of before. It's called Fun and Games Magazine. And there's several of these here. I'll show them all. And basically, this is just a comic of mazes and word searches and things like that. And this was clearly the store bought some collection. And so, these are a little beat up, but I'm giving them to my kids for Christmas. I know they're going to love them, and the art's really neat. And each one of them, I looked inside, there's probably like 20 puzzles, and they all have like 1 or 2 that are filled out. But I got them all for 50 cents. And so here is issue 1, issue 2, issue 3, issue 4, issue 8, issue 12. And then this is just something similar. Superheroes, Puzzles, and Games. And so, man, I actually just kind of want these for myself, but I'm always on the lookout for comics that I can get my kids to help involve them in my hobby so that it's not me versus the hobby, but me and them together with the hobby. But since they're little, of course, it's often hard to find comics for them because a lot of them will just go over their head, or maybe they have some material that I don't want my kids to be reading quite yet. But this is good for now, and I know they're going to really enjoy that. Now, you tell me in the comments below, did you go Black Friday shopping, especially at your LCS? And if so, what were you excited about picking up? Now, again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you consider doing so now. Like the video, comment, help us out. Thanks for watching, and as always, I look forward to the next one.